Hello and welcome back to a very special episode again. Oh, sorry, Josh, was that a bit loud for you?
Well, you caught me by surprise there, Dave. We all
Oh
went
my god.
quiet for the lull,
Yeah,
and then the
there was a
stadium
quiet
erupted.
lull while I got to the right graphic, and then I can tell we've gone live because my phone, as Cultured Left Foot, where my YouTube is linked to Cultured Left Foot, has just texted me saying Football Talk's gone live. So hopefully everybody's got a message like that, and
Yeah, around the world, people have gone beep beep beep, and we all just
there we go. And yeah, it's like Football Talk's live. Let's go. It is the Man United v Spurs Watchalong, and I am joined by Josh in his Spurs kit because, well, I'm always joined by Josh, and he's generally always wearing a kit of some
yeah.
description. And today, rightly so, we're both wearing our team's colours. So, what's Spurs away kit? Oh no, you'll be in white, surely.
You'd have thought so, but it doesn't always play out like that. We've got some. I think I prefer our away kits this year. We've got a sexy little green, dark green number,
Okay,
which is
nice.
nice, and also a yellow number, which seems to be our Europa League kit of choice.
Okay. Well, so
But
far, Man United haven't played as zebras yet, which is
that's a
interesting.
real shame.
It's a
You
real
surely
shame.
will do.
Everyone wants to see it. It'll happen. It'll happen. Um, so, Josh, thoughts? What are you thinking about the
Uh,
game?
I'm a little bit nervous slash confident, which is a real mix of
That
emotions.
that is a mix. Yeah, that is a big
Yeah,
mix.
I'm
So
nervous about being excited. Is basically what it is.
okay,
I feel like we've been on a good run, but we've had some strange games. There's been a lot of games which have league games. And do you know who popped into my head? Michael Laudrup popped into my head. Do you know why Michael Laudrup popped into my head?
because at Swansea he did really well in the cups and crap in the league.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
think, oh, great, we're winning games, winning games, winning games, but if you don't win those league games, it really is telling because
doesn't matter.
doesn't matter, does it? So I mean, our side, we've obviously had a lot of rotation. Our side has got some good points into it, and then there's also some real dodgy little numbers in there. We've got obviously Aurier at right back. We've got, I mean, even our back two is probably two I'd want to avoid. Sissoko in midfield. Lamella tries, but he's
I
got.
thought,
It's weird. He tries. He's really skillful, but it's just like, why doesn't it all come together all the time? It's just like he
yeah,
works so hard and he's got so much skill. It's like, why isn't that the perfect match?
I
I don't
thought
know.
he'd be the one out the door with Bale. I thought you'd be trying to flog him off now that
I
Bale's
thought
in.
so. Yeah, I thought so, and because we have got far too, we're two clubs with a lot of midfielders, I'd say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And obviously Delhi has been kind of mooted to go, which seems everybody apart from Daniel Levy wants, which isn't normally a good thing for a player. If a
Yeah,
chairman is
it's a
deciding your
very
future.
interesting one. But
Yeah,
I mean, it feels like if this was a, I know obviously I bash Mourinho quite a lot
you do.
because he ruined my club. Well, he was
He
one
ruined
fact.
the world.
He was
What?
one factor involved in ruining it. He didn't help. He didn't help in
Europa
maintaining the
League
club.
win didn't help. You want some silverware, Dave?
Yeah, but he left it in such tatters, like he's done everywhere. Anyway, that's
I think Sir Alex Ferguson left it in tatters personally, but
no. I think Sir Alex Ferguson did the best he did with a tattered squad. So
who's to
anyway,
blame for that tattered squad?
the board.
Okay, right.
Yeah, the board.
But today, what do you
So
think about your lineup? I texted you earlier saying I think it's about as good as it gets for United. Is that right or is that wrong?
I think it is. I think this is our at current moments. This is our strongest 11 we can put out. I think.
But they're not all currently in form or full match fitness, which is obviously a different thing. It's not.
Yeah.
It's on paper. The players they would be lining up, but there's different levels of fitness. Obviously, you had a late run in the Europa League, which came to a halt. Just felt like I had to mention that. And I mean, Eric Bailly is the only one who survived from midweek, isn't he?
Yes, I think he is. I think he's the only one that survived from the Brighton game. Although
Which is
obviously he
amazing.
bought
Seems like
on
he hasn't
Rashford and all
played.
that.
Yeah,
So
which is he is the injury prone man.
I
So
think it
you
would be.
fearful?
I'm not positive. I'm very nervous, apprehensive about the whole thing. I think quickly mentioned to you just before we went live that if it was a manager that wasn't Mourinho, I'd be much more worried because I think you could come and attack us straight out of the blocks and score and really put us on the back foot and really scare us, and it would be a 3-1, 4-0. It could be any sort of scoreline if that happens. But I think you've got
I
two
think
managers
someone
that are
didn't
going to.
see us absolutely smash the life out of Maccabi Tel Aviv during the week, scoring a goal in like the second minute. So watch out, here we come.
Well, yeah, and I think it's two managers that are going to play quite cautiously. Mourinho is very famous for early games against the top six to go.
He does love
A point is good.
yeah,
So
cautious barrel. Yeah.
yeah, it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting to see
How have you
what.
been playing so far then? Have you been? Is this a United side firing? Would you say, or are
No,
what's gone well so far?
not much.
Wow, that was honestly, you made me question the connection. Yeah, like have we lost him? No, he's just thinking about what's gone well.
It's been yeah, not much. I'd say the front three has actually been all right. Like I quite like Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, but they never are all firing on all cylinders. Rashford looks knackered already. Um,
He's got the weight of a
Bru-
country on his shoulders, Dave. He's
yeah,
doing
I
what
know.
politicians can't. He's helping the
Yeah,
youth of today.
Bruno's look good again. Pogba's look crap. Matic has looked good, but he's just far too slow. You can't rely on him. I think there's a lot to be happy with. In fact, I should get the. We've got a new graphic with the tactics, which I can put on there with the starting lineup for each teams.
Wow,
So
just seen on Sky, by the way, they've got Patrice Evra back on Sky, which they must have had him in an intensive course on what to say, or just
wow,
aren't their
yeah,
legal team. Yeah.
that surprises me. But unless it was turned out to be factually true, what he said. Um, but yeah, it's not been brilliant. No, I'm looking forward for a good.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what?
I forgot. Yeah, you absolutely shafted Brighton Hove Albion, didn't you? And
Yeah,
you got a bit better during the week, but yeah, Crystal Palace saw you away at home, so
yeah, it's not been brilliant. Yeah, it's
hmm.
been pretty rubbish, and
And
obviously
then
we've
you
got
get
quite.
that Champions League draw, eh?
I know. Back to Paris, where the magic happened. So
Is that what Olo's hoping? He's taking his partner back to Paris to rekindle the fire in their relationship.
I
He's
think
going to
so. Yeah,
do them in Paris.
I think so. I think that is the case. I think that is the case. It's just a bit. Yeah, it's just a bit. Nah, don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. This game, the season, Cavani, Tellez. It's all a bit.
Tell us more about Tellez. What's going on?
Well, Fabrizio Romano's put out his tweet of "Here we go soon." Um, so Tellez is coming in, which I think makes Brandon Williams now our backup right back to Wan-Bissaka, and you'll have. I I can't decide if Tellez will be starting ahead of Shaw at left back.
I would be amazed if he. I'm actually not confident he'll do well. He's
What
quite a slow
Tellez?
left back and very
Yeah,
much released. He'll play in certain matches because he needs to be released to attack. He's not especially quick, but he's very good on the ball. Very good left foot, kind of like swinging balls in. But I think he's defensively a bit susceptible and also slow. So I don't know. I feel like Luke Shaw obviously is acclimatised to the league. He knows it. I'd say that he'll be drip fed in or he'll get found out.
okay. Yeah, I mean it'll be interesting because it's also an interesting scenario because Tellez is joining when we were after somewhat Regulon. And it apparently was the buyback clause, the only thing that put us off getting him. So Tellez is then automatically our second choice left back that we wanted,
Yep, we all
which
know it.
can't be
Yeah.
fun to know that as a fact that you weren't the first choice transfer option in a position. Um, and obviously Regulon plays today's, and they are like you said, they're quite different left backs. So it's just the whole transfer policy for United seems very scattergun approach still, and it seems very similar to when Mourinho finished the season. Mourinho finished second. We were in the Champions League, so we didn't really strengthen. But the year we missed the Champions League, we actually went and strengthened loads. And it's a very strange. It stinks of the club just needing Champions League football to get the sponsorships, to get the money they want, and that's not what fans want to see of the club being run. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, a bit irritating. But yeah, it's I don't know. What are your
So
thoughts as a neutral with Cavani?
it just see I liken it to there's an accountant sitting somewhere realised there's a massive surplus in your start of the year wage budget. Going, guys, does anyone know why we've got an extra 300 grand, 400 grand sitting around per week here? We could do some of this. And someone, and Ed Woodward heard it, and went, yes, got this.
Ed
And
Woodward
I've,
went, explain this to me like I'm an 8-year-old.
yeah. So you've got a surplus. Yeah. um, I think that he's very wasteful in front of goal. Cavani, this is. I really don't see him being the answer.
No.
I don't really know what the question was. Is it?
No. And the thing is that if you're bringing in Cavani to be a backup striker, then that means Greenwood is definitely going to be playing on the wing all season, and Dan James is back up to Greenwood. Whereas if you bring in a Sancho, I think, or a winger, it doesn't have to be Sancho. If you bring in a good first class sort of top position winger, then that winger becomes the first place at right wing, and Greenwood becomes the backup striker, which is where he wants to play, and everyone thinks is his best position. And Dan James stays as backup. But the latest rumor is that we're not going to be able to get Sancho unless we get rid of Dan James in some weird way. Which now makes
me... What, are you going to like ship him out in a barrel or something? What is this weird way?
Yeah, well, loan apparently to Leeds. So it could be the Amazon Leeds series all over again.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's a very interesting one. It's a very, very interesting one. So I'm just not sure.
So what's your prediction then, Dave? We're sitting here 3 minutes before kick-off.
We're sitting here 3 minutes before kick-off. My prediction is... My actual prediction is 1-1, but I think if I was betting, I'd go Tottenham or draw.
Yeah, I would say I was betting I'd go Manchester United or draw. I think obviously need to put the old penalty bet on because you definitely get a penalty.
Is this going out? Is this coming out of your podcast betting fund?
Are we doing any? Are you able to do it with VPN? Are you able to get into?
I can't do it now because
I won't do that. We'll keep it in sync, man. I'll use this from my Josh's fun account where I lost money this week because I put a bet on Chelsea to win on penalties. As soon as it went to penalties, I thought Chelsea winning this. And then the next day they loan Ross Barkley to Aston Villa and won it all back. So I'm £4 up.
Oh, nice. Lovely.
Right.
Lovely jubbly. We'll try and get to questions if any are posted. It's just that I've got to try and remember to look because obviously I'm watching the football. So we will try and keep it going. But just one last time. These are the starting 11s on the screen that you can see while Josh is placing his bets. And it should be interesting. Yeah, Greenwood starting on the right, Rashford on the left, Bruno Fernandes in behind Martial. Very, very interesting to see what happens. De Gea keeps his place in goal. Eric Bailly is the big news, comes in to replace Lindelof. Matic in there. I think Matic may be found out by Sissoko and Ndombele today. They're very powerful, very athletic. So we'll see what happens. And Serge Aurier comes back in at right back for Tottenham.
Yeah, we're trying to cut out the amount of penalties that Matt Doherty's given away. So we brought in the penalty specialist, Serge Aurier. Yeah.
So
you want penalties? Yeah, we want penalties.
There is, as we said, so Sissoko and Ndombele in midfield. Behind a front, is it a front three of Son, Kane and Lamela, or do you play like a 4-2-2-1?
No, I'd say it'd be a front three, but you will often see that quite deep. I mean, front of our own half.
Yeah, okay. So I mean, and why Reguilon over Ben Davies in this sort of game? Do you reckon?
Part of it would just be because of the pattern they've been in. Reguilon was ready to start, and it's been rotated out. I would say it offers that counter-attacking threat.
Okay.
He can get. He's like a little kind of Energizer bunny. He's very exciting to watch. I fell in love with him after he made a mess of. He was at fault for Chelsea's goal. But he was just very exciting other than that. He also offered, I don't know if you want to check it out, anyone want to check this out, one of the worst attempts at a diving header I've ever seen. It was quite fantastic.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. But he was just, he up and down sprints. It was just, and he's obviously devilishly handsome as well, which makes it, just...
He's got a bit of a Harry Winks about him.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a Harry Winks about him. So, I mean, just because we're about to do the take a knee and then the kickoff. So, you've got Son versus Shaw, Lamela versus Wan-Bissaka for you guys going forward. Not according to the graphic that's just been on the
No, that's
screen.
absolute rubbish. Son will be on the left,
Oh
100%.
yeah, you can. Yeah. I can see it from the top camera. So Son against Wan-Bissaka. I'm a bit more favourable now that that's Wan-Bissaka against Son, and we've just kicked off on my screen, so hopefully we're not
Oh
too
no.
far apart.
We've kneeled, and we're up, and we're kicking off.
Oh man, you're so far behind. But I'll try not to spoil it for you, Josh. Because unfortunately I can't pause mine because it's not like a Sky Go thing, and it's not live TV on mine. Well, it is live TV, obviously, but it's not. I'll be right with you. Oh my word, penalty. Sorry.
Well, that money came. That's going to come in pretty quickly, isn't it?
It may be Aurier. Sorry, I couldn't help myself because I went.
Davinson
Give me a
Sanchez.
second.
Davinson Sanchez.
Oh, we may have just got the ball.
We're going to have a review.
No, we didn't get the ball. No, you need the view from behind. Wait till you see the view from behind, and then I won't spoil the outcome for you.
Well, you're quite chipper, Dave, so it's gone in.
No, I haven't kind of taken it yet. They're still doing loads of replays. So
yeah, that's pretty poor. Pretty poor. That's 30 seconds in. Are we trying to set records of how quickly we can give away penalties in games?
I'll take it. I'll take it in today's game.
Well, what's my next bet then? That's coming.
How much did you get for that?
I put £1 on, got £2.50 back.
Lovely. How are you still getting good odds like that for a penalty to be awarded? It's ridiculous.
Not entirely sure, Dave. Well, there we go. One little notification. That's all happened. I know, Dave.
You know about it?
I know.
Yeah, Lloris. Well, watch it. Watch it.
Where you get wrong-footed and it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I think he could have.
You think
he's not
that,
hit fast?
No, but it's just he gets wrong-footed. He's already gone to his knees. It's hard to shift that when your weight's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you watching on? Are you watching on Sky Go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little flurry, which just throws people out. The Jorginho flurry.
Yeah.
See it yesterday with Tammy Abraham trying to take the penalty.
Yeah. Interesting.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of that?
No, he needs to wind his neck in. There's an order. There's rules. Stick to them, you Burke.
You sound just like Frank.
Yeah.
Mr. Lampard, yeah. I mean, I can understand that. I can understand there being an order and you have to do it, and I really wanted to celebrate that more.
Why didn't you can go for it?
No, I don't want to spoil the game for you.
That's fine. It's only moments away.
I thought Eric Bailly was hobbling then, but I think it was just where he went down the bank of the side.
I always find those a bit dangerous. Dangerous banks.
It is really dangerous, yeah. It's quite because it's really steep.
Yeah, and then it ends with hoarding, so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what Ashley Young pushed Di Maria into when the first leg of the PSG game. It was brilliant.
See Wan-Bissaka climb up it there. He had to have a little ladder. Well, that's not a great start, is it?
It's a fantastic start.
I can't really complain, really, because that was definitely a penalty. And just really poor.
It's quite... I find it quite funny that you were like, oh my God, what is going on here?
Hello? Hello? Oi! Oi!
I was waiting. Bailly and Maguire. Why has Maguire not been able to head that back to De Gea?
Why does Maguire look so sad? So sad. How did any Greece police put him in? He looks such a puppy dog face there.
I don't understand how he's got that header that
Wow, he's
wrong.
actually just skimmed right off the top of his head.
Yeah.
He's just gone and he's gone.
But he's absolutely battered his first header at Eric Bailly, who can do nothing but head it up in the air.
And then Luke Shaw. Oh man, that is just. So we got bang. Why is he hitting it that way?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, he's the one who pulls Luke Shaw. You actually gives Luke Shaw a fair old tug there. It's like, what? Wow, that's
Absolute
we're 4 minutes
calamity.
in, Dave, and both teams to score if anyone fancies that one. Is that the end of the goals?
Oh, I think. Well, I don't know, but I just watched it unfold, and I was like, can't spoil this for Josh. That was too comical.
Tangy. Oh, that's a bit of a niche stat. We put first Premier League away goal. I don't really care for that as a stat.
No.
It doesn't really bother me, to be honest with you. Because I always feel like there shouldn't be any reason why there's a home or away. Like some players do go, like Lacazette is what very much a home goal scorer, is he? And it's
Yeah.
just funny. Oh, okay. Pogba versus Dembele is a nice little challenge there.
Oh. Yeah, that should be. Yeah, should be a good midfield battle actually. The whole midfield battle, I think, is quite interesting because you got, as I said before, like, I think Ndombele and Sissoko is too athletic and too um, powerful for Matic.
Hmm.
But then going the other way, I would say that Bruno's probably going to be too good for Højbjerg. Højbjerg's not going to be able
Yeah,
to
I
hold on
think
for.
he's finding those little pockets just there, isn't he? Finding those pockets like he has done for the penalty. He finds a little pocket just in front of the back four and just playing balls in.
Yeah, yeah.
Needs someone to get right on him and give him a few challenges.
Oh, decent
So,
ball. Bad luck.
so West Ham winning again with we spoke about it the other week with not being there. I still feel like there's they should be eyes up in the sky rather than on the side. I mean, to be fair, United, Old Trafford is quite a high vantage point, isn't it? They have
Yeah, yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
highest, I'd say. You know, the head to penalty spot ascent that would be the highest, I'd say, in the Premier League.
Oh my god. Great
Oh,
thinking.
oh, oh, oh! Kane, Son, play it through, put it through, put him through. Yes, get in. Kane, honestly, the
But
amount of assists
again,
that guy's got is just insane.
what is Maguire? Why is Maguire so just not reacting? Oh, and Luke Shaw slides into David De Gea. Bloody, this is absolute calamity.
So Harry Maguire goes there, but that's really Bayer's ball to win. I don't know why Harry Maguire's getting sucked in there. Leaves it just. Oh, is the
It's a
guy
lovely
going to get
finish.
up from that? That's a chunky challenge.
No, yeah, his studs didn't hit him or anything. It was just Luke Shaw's body mass, which is
Boy,
considerable.
yeah, I mean Lamella still rocking his half and half boots? Oh, what a finish!
It's a lovely finish, but absolutely shocking.
So it's not the end of the goals. We're currently 7 minutes in, 3 goals. This has got a for a
You're good
pro
at
rata
maths,
that
Josh.
we're going to be pretty
What's
good.
Yeah, what's the total score if this keeps up scoring rate?
What's that? It's going to be 12, like 36 goals or something.
Boom. Take it.
Right. Okay. So amazingly, after going behind, it's now the 7th minute and Spurs are winning.
This is insane. I hate Man United. I love
Why,
them, but I hate
why
them.
do you think? Why do you think that there's been so many goals early on? Is it because of the fitness levels, the concentration levels? They're kind of playing. Are they kind of just a bit
Oh,
more free with it? Why?
I tell you what, Josh. All this has now made me think is that for the whole of pre-season, teams just work on defending. They seem to forget it over the summer, come back to pre-season and just have to do defending drill after defending drill,
Yeah.
and that's how the season starts.
Because everybody, when they play football, everybody just wants to do keepy ups. Although, did you
Yeah.
see thingy the Sergio Dest? Is it the new Barcelona?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Absolutely
I think I
kicking.
could do that.
That has got to be. Can you imagine if he did that when there were actually fans in the stadium?
Oh, God, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the pressure got to him in an empty stadium. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the pressure gets to me in an empty garden. Oh, we're looking a little bit. There we go. Yeah, play it back. Clear your lines. Clear your lines.
I'll tell you why that might be a reason why there's more goals. Because defenders seem much more afraid to just hoof it. Everyone has to try and play out.
Do you think the lack of fans is impact? How does that the lack of fans like it builds tension? Does it maybe that generates focus from players and they're a little bit less focused in this time?
Maybe, or the hostile atmosphere puts strikers off a bit more.
Yeah, yeah, that's another side of it. Yeah, the composure. You go, you know what? Of course, I'm
Yeah.
going to bury this.
Because again, they'd probably say, wouldn't you? In training, how many goals does a striker score that they wouldn't score in a game
Yeah,
because it's
yeah,
training? And this must feel like training.
yeah,
Sometimes. Obviously, you don't want them to make it feel like training, but it definitely could do.
yeah, yeah.
Right, hopefully you can't hear this. I'm just going to turn on my commentary a little bit. Shouldn't come through at all, really.
It's all clear, Dave. It's very close quarters of like Spurs playing around, and then yeah, just hoof it up and just mop it up, and then we go again.
Oh, corner. No.
Well, as you got to that stage, Dave, you cheer, do you only cheer for corner? Oh, okay, that's what you mean here.
Oh, it's just so bad. The defend. They're showing a replay of the Son goal on my coverage.
Yeah, I mean, neither goal reflects well on Harry Maguire, there, does it?
No, and oh, it's just a mess. Lamella tried to steal it as well. What a git.
He's just making sure. He's just making sure. He doesn't want that running wide and him not to have committed, does he? I would be
Yeah,
doing. I
okay,
think
but
that's clever. I think that's just like you need to just cover that post off. Yeah. Can't wait till Gareth Bale's in this lineup as well.
it would disturb it.
Get Lamella
Tell you
out.
what, I can't wait until we've actually got a proper centre back playing because that is absolutely shite from Eric Bailly. Have you seen it? It's
Let's
just
rock.
he literally just runs alongside Harry Kane. That's a handball. Yeah, it's the new rule, Luke Shaw. Stop moaning. Grow your hair back. You look better with it.
You think? Yeah, he does look a little bit like. I don't know actually. The new rule is just like your hands are out in front of you, Luke. I'm not sure Luke Shaw would understand the rule though. He's
Do you think he's quite slow?
in many senses.
Hey, cheeky git. All I can imagine is that Mark Goldbridge is absolutely losing his shit right now.
Can you tell me who Mark Goldbridge is?
He's the guy that runs United Stand. You not seen anything to do with Mark Goldbridge? He's AFTV.
Yeah.
He's like United's version of that. But
Okay.
his actual channel and his community is quite good, and he has interviews with like Fabrizio Romano and there's people like that. So he is quite good at what he does, but he massively overreacts for like watch-alongs and things.
Okay.
Hang on, I'll be right with you. Don't turn and go that way, you pleb.
Uh-oh. Tangy.
Oh.
Tangy.
Ooh, Hoiberg getting into trouble. Well done. Spidey legs.
Wan-Bissaka. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's running. He's running. Yeah. Oh, bumped his head. Bumped his head on the old turf. Højbjerg's not had the greatest start to his Spurs career.
I didn't.
It's
I
not. It's
didn't
not
think
been.
he
It's
was
not
that good a
been.
player.
I think at the start of window, you know when you in Football Manager, where you suddenly sign some players because they're cheap, you're like, "Oh, great, and then better players become available. You're like, oh God, I don't really need this player anymore.
Yeah.
But no,
I
because obviously he was out of a contract next year, and he just obviously it was like 15 million, and I think he's a good. He cannot. He's got a good mentality. I think that's what we're trying to get in that kind of winner's mentality. He's got a really strong drive to him. I think that's needed because ultimately between him and Winks, if Winks wasn't homegrown and a Spurs youth player, there's really not much to choose between them except Højbjerg
I
actually is better defensively. I'd say.
Hoiberg. Yeah, it was an interesting one because when you bought him, I was like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good buy. And then I thought about it, and I was like, he's not done anything to justify that saying it's a good buy. I can't remember him. He was okay for Southampton, but
Yeah, being captain of Southampton and playing there for a number of seasons, you think, oh, he's done something, but he's yeah, he's just okay. He's I think I still think we'd need. I still think we feel like we need an out and out defensive midfielder. I mean, I still would love a kind of Wilfred Ndidi type.
Yeah. Would you take Romeo? Scored a great goal today. Would you take Romeo from Southampton?
No, I did. I did. I don't mind him, but I think he's a bit limited.
Yeah, okay. Most holding mids are. That's what they're
True.
there to do. Be the water carrier. I did get a little bit excited when we were linked to N'Golo Kante, but
Oh yeah, definitely. I think although he's past his peak, which is amazing, but he just obviously we became aware of him later on in his career. I think he's not quite going to deliver the numbers he delivered in his Leicester and first kind of Chelsea years. He's an excellent player. We've kind of grown into this game, Spurs that is. They're holding
you
some
don't.
possession higher up the pitch.
You're 2-1 up. You've
Yeah.
grown into it, and now you're controlling it. It's
Harry
yeah.
Kane dropping in a left back. Yeah, that man. I think he's probably got more assists in this season than he has done in every other season combined. He's just
Oh,
really.
what a turn from Pogba. That's got to be a referee. Come on, he's clipped his heels.
Is it Tangy losing out again?
No, Pogba literally completely turned him and gets his heels clipped.
What you mean when Lamella challenged him?
Yeah.
Lovely challenge. You thinking Højbjerg did him a little bit?
One of them caught him.
I think he's overplaying it in a vital area.
No, I think this ref's having a shocker.
It's Rex having a shocker. He's giving you a penalty in the first minute. He's done all right.
Yeah, now he feels bad about it.
He's going to give Harry Maguire give Harry Maguire a goal unduly or something because
I
it
thought
was
he could
bad.
send Harry Maguire off. Or make us do an enforced substitution and say he has to go off.
No, what's that? Booked it. Here we go. Whip it.
Oh,
Whip it. Hit
Everton.
it. No. Yeah, we're leaving ourselves a little open to a counter. Pogba's got space galore to kind of maraud into. Although we have
Yeah.
a number of players back. Blimey. Tanguy and Dumbele find themselves at left back. Never a good thing. Surely that defensive duty comes to Højbjerg to Sopa
Turn.
fullbacks.
Oh, it was nearly a carbon copy, but Sanchez got it right this time. Just look at. Oh, yeah, thank you.
What, penalty again?
Nah.
Hmm.
Free kick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's what you get from Lamella.
Luke Shaw, you're definitely not taking it, so get out.
Gotta get that into the old keeper's head. Is a left footer going to take it?
Not when the other person standing over the ball's Bruno Fernandes.
He just kind of lashes him in, doesn't he?
Yeah, he'll whip this in towards the back post, and
Harry Maguire will get a.
Maguire will probably head it and stop it going in with how he's been playing.
Yeah, he'll probably tug someone back, being his own player, and then he'll just skim off top of his head.
Oh, it was Luke Shaw. Wow, confused me.
Oh,
Well, it confused me, didn't it?
oh, Lamella doesn't know who he's picking up. Oh God,
Have you sold Gazaniga yet?
no, he's still there. Still there. Out it goes. Son can't head a ball. Keeper's ball all day long. No, he does need to go though, because I think Hart has signed. Hart is pretty much is equal to Gazaniga, I'd say. Gazaniga had some decent matches, but isn't outstanding. Will never be a number one. I'm not saying Joe
Yeah.
Hart would be number one, but I think he'd be more comfortable thinking he could handle the kind of mental side of things. As a leader we bought. And obviously
What a
home.
ball! What a ball! Oh my god!
Pogba,
Oh, I think the
ball.
flag's gone up, but
Ooh, that's a lovely ball. Oi, oi, oi. Marcus Rashford is kind of making it his own that he does a little bit of a fake shot. Has Rashford stayed down?
no, he's just annoyed, I think.
Creeps around the back.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
he
That
pops up.
he loves a fake shot. It's like he's playing Pro Evo instead of FIFA
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So talking to goalkeepers,
Hmm.
as we're a football talk, and we might as well have a quick chat.
Yeah.
What do Everton do with Jordan? What the goalkeeping problem at
Oh
Everton?
man, he's gonna. You'd think now that he's the bit that's gonna limit their season, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that is how it seems at the moment. It seems
What they
nailed on that they're going to be in like fighting for fourth on the last day, and he will mess up,
Let's have a
cost
look.
them Champions League.
I mean, I'd say that's going to be. I'd say it would have fallen apart before that because of him. I mean, it was so poor yesterday. Does
He's been poor all season. Oh, lovely dummy.
yeah? And
Deflected. Sorry.
the other option they got isn't it the ex Huddersfield? Is it a Huddersfield? Yeah,
Yeah, Lossell. Yeah.
yeah. It's like, well, you're really putting the pressure on him there to perform.
I feel, yeah, they have to buy a new keeper, don't they?
The problem is you've got at one time was the most expensive Premier League goalkeeper, English. No one really was going to want him. I think it's just a lot of money to
Yeah.
strengthen their side for sure. But I mean, who? What have they got? Who's going to be available at this? I mean, Sergio Romero, you're going to say, aren't you?
Sergio
Sure.
Romero, Kepa on loan.
You think Kepa is a step up from Pickford?
No, I think they're very similar.
I think they are incredibly similar. Yeah.
That's a lovely bit of skill. That. Who's your number 28? Is that Sissoko?
No, that'd be Ndombele.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Of course it is. Ndombele loves to look lazy on the pitch, but then just goes and just bursts into life.
I tell you what, Regulon does love sprinting up and down the pitch, doesn't he?
Here he comes.
yeah.
Just knows he's got to get back in position. So, do you do it with a sprint and get there straight away, or do you just amble back? He does it
Great
with a sprint.
challenge.
Win it. Well done. Regulon up there. Nothing to whip it into.
I'll tell you what, Pogba would be such a better player if he was braver. The amount of tackles he fannies out of.
Really, it's not.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's probably a talent they never really had to learn
Yeah.
because he would always. I would imagine he'd always been physically bigger than his opponents, which would intimidate them anyway, and so him come ambling towards you.
Yeah.
And also being technically gifted, he probably wouldn't have had to. He would have been running the show anyway. So that's why I think you find a lot of smaller players are often quite aggressive, like this kind of a Scotty Parker element of it. Oh,
Yeah. Not a bad effort. It's
yeah.
corner.
See,
No.
must have been a defender's shin or something.
Might have flicked off a toe, but
I didn't really see that hit anyone. Oh, yeah. That's the kind of one that's going to go in now because it's a pathetically. Maybe they heard it or something, but it really looks like it barely touched anyone.
yeah. Longest we've gone without a goal.
Oh no, it was a goal kick. What do you mean longest? What do you mean longest you're going to get a goal?
The game.
Oh, right. Yeah. A minute has passed.
Right, come on. Build. There's just
Win it. We're in.
the problem United have is that Bruno is obviously very creative, but there's still a lack of options, and he has to get his pass exactly right for it to work.
Well, we're operating a kind of low block because of that, though. Like, we're not leaving a lot. If you leave space in behind, then there'll be so much more space. But I mean, maybe it'll get like that if we have to chase the game at some point. But yeah, it's still quite narrow though as well.
Yeah,
Like in a system where if you have Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw pushing up, obviously that will spread to the defence or push people back and gives him more options for through balls. But
I mean Harry Maguire. You'll see this in a sec. Has got the ball and run at your defence and then stopped and squared it. Eric Bailly was about 20 yards into your half. We're playing such a high line.
whoa,
I
yeah,
guess,
that is. Is that
I guess
everybody?
Son is back
It's
defending though.
It's got to be who's back because I
No
see
one.
Shaw, I see Wan-Bissaka, I
Yeah.
see Maguire and Bailly. They're all in. So just shove someone on the old halfway line. Get them thinking.
Oh, Harry's lost it. Oh crap! Son's off. Son's off, and we've not got the pace because it's Matic that's chasing him. I'm not spoiling it.
Don't know which way it's going to go. That's a stupidly high line. Stupidly high. Oh dear.
It's also a
Oh
stupidly
dear.
bad touch.
That is pretty bad.
But yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Why? What? It's a 24th minute. Why is that it? Why is that the order of a day?
Uh, who knows? Entertainment.
They haven't done their defensive coaching, their defensive shape for pre-season.
Yeah. No time. No time in pre-season.
Yeah.
Because it's like when you go, like, you know, when we used to play football at school, and it was like, right, what's the warm up? Everybody get a ball and shoot at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
That's what they've done in pre-season. Then they ran out of time. So.
Oh, that's a wasted chance, isn't it? And that won't even go down as an XG, I don't think. I don't have any XG attached to it, strangely.
That's got to be, surely.
I don't know, he hasn't had a shot. I feel interesting. I don't.
Again, technically that's a shot, because if he hadn't have saved it, it would have gone in.
Oh,
The
you're not going
keeper
to win your
wasn't
bet,
there.
Dave.
Oh my God, where's our defence? Luckily, it was Serge Aurier.
Oh, man. I mean, Kane's not exactly got the sharpest turning circle, but Maguire was left for absolute dead there.
Well, yeah.
All right, we need. I tell you who actually would have been, I mean, albeit one position, Matt Doherty's obviously very good in front of goal.
Yeah.
And drifting into those type of positions. So,
David De Gea is going absolutely mental at that defence, and I can understand why. This is embarrassing. Gaping is the word I'd use to describe our defence.
yeah, we're getting quite a lot of shots off. And some of them we didn't even manage to get a shot off.
Look at that. All it took, you'll see the replay in a minute. You know that break that Son messed up on?
Yeah.
If I leave this about 10 seconds, you'll see the start. Tell me when the replay started. Of that start.
Yeah. Go in. So we got Sissoko. Oh my God.
No, Harry Kane makes one run off to the left, and it just leaves our whole pitch open, that whole side of the pitch.
It just looks even. I mean, it really does look bad. Son's touch bad.
I mean, we're defending right now. The corner you're just about to get, we're defending this like we're 2-1 up in the 90th minute of a cup final. What is going on? What is going on?
This is weird. This is like
really weird.
But the problem is we need to score. And the problem is, I think if we score, it will then galvanise you. It's like we need to just keep this momentum going to the 89th minute and go, then we'll score.
Eric Bailly's getting... Someone's been sent off. I have no idea who.
Sent off?
Yeah. Lamella's on the ground holding his face. What the hell? What the hell?
Martial? Or is it De Gea? No, or Pogba?
Yeah, I think it's Martial.
Tells me that it's Martial. Now, Lamella I wouldn't put it past Lamella.
He's got to check VAR, hasn't he? Oh, Lamella does it first.
I'd be amazed if it's. I mean, it's away.
Yeah, no, he's sending off offence. I've just seen it. He slaps him. But Lamella's such a scumbag.
Yeah, I mean, that for me is just a telling off for a couple of years. That's not a. I mean, you can't do it. You're an idiot. Like, super idiotic. You're getting wound up. Don't hit back. Two wrongs don't make a right. It's like talking to my kids, but
if it's being VAR'd, shouldn't Lamella get something for the first flick to the face?
Elbow. I love the way they pull it. Is he going?
He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. I'll give you a spoiler on that one. He's gone.
Right, now Spurs need to go into the break more than 2-1 up if they're going to win this.
No, we're not getting into... Where are our goals going to come from?
Wait, who's this? Is it Craig Paulson?
He elbows Martial in the chin and then gets hit Lamella gets slapped and goes down like he's taking a punch from Mike Tyson. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I don't know if I completed my sentence, but I said I wouldn't put it past. Well, he got it slipped up there. Yeah, he was just pushing me with chest and it slipped up to him. I'm not saying Lamella's.
There you go.
Honestly, it's pretty even, and I wouldn't be sending anyone off for that. I'd be giving yellows or talking to. It's just silly behaviour. Oh, there we go. That's
Yep. Game
happened.
over.
I'm actually a little bit fearful for United that it could get.
What are we doing? Fuck me. See the replay.
I don't know yet because obviously the camera's only cut to that when it. All right, let's have a look. Oh God, you had it at your feet. Okay, so Bay's got his feet. Oh God, Bay doesn't know what he's doing. That's great play from Kane.
Why are we not just booting it up the pitch? Why
You
does Bay
you just had a man sent off.
Yeah.
Let's invite pressure on ourselves.
It's embarrassing, man. It's absolutely embarrassing.
Do you know what? He just squeezed that in. Right, what Spurs need to do, no one raised their hand. No one gets anywhere near a sending off in this. Because you know how it happens. Oh, well, let's even it up.
Yeah.
And also, let's just put them to the sword now. Just keep going. Just get 4. We went in at half-time against Maccabi Tel Aviv, like 4-1. I'm saying Tel Aviv. I'm not sure if it was Haifa or Tel Aviv.
Lamella got a yellow card for the incident.
Haifa. Okay. See, that's another situation where a player goes down.
Yeah.
They get sending off. Like Lamella he's got that shithousery about him where he's gone down, and if he doesn't go down, I'm not sure anything happens. So what's going to happen now with lineup wise, Dave? He's just going to drop to 2 up the top.
I think he'll just push Greenwood through the middle and tell Wan-Bissaka he's got to try and do as much as he can on the right. Bruno will drift over to the right, and it will be more of a 4-4-1, I think.
So Rashford just alone up front?
No, Greenwood.
Greenwood alone up front.
It'll be like a 4-3-2, but Rashford will play a bit more on the left-hand side.
You keep just pushing Kane over. I suppose you're stopping it then because the brake's on behind them, but you're fine. Oh, God. Kane's down. Great, you've hurt Kane. Good job finally bought a striker, eh?
Yeah. I think United are affected by not having a crowd.
Boy.
No, they checked it on VAR. Nothing there. Leave it out.
Oh, that is worse than Martial. What Martial did, though.
Apparently not.
I would say if Martial hadn't been sent off, I think that would be getting looked at sterner. I think he's been helped there by Martial already been sent off. That's not nice. He knows exactly what he's done there. And that's where you get, I think that's where Mourinho comes in. I think previously Spurs wouldn't have really made stuff about that. I think they'd have just got up and.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not saying it's right, but I think it's that winning mentality, doing whatever it takes to win.
I don't understand how Lamella hasn't been sent off for that. I'm really sorry.
No, I agree. It's literally. He's instigated it. He's been hit.
Get on there! Get there! Oh, you bastard!
Last time I knew it was a blooming corner. It's good running.
Yeah, Mason Greenwood suddenly became George Weah at AC Milan.
Yeah. I would be surprised.
Why are we trying to pass it out of the back? It's already fucked up once.
I would be because you got to keep the ball. If you go up, it's just going to come back at you. I would be surprised if we see Lamella on in the second half. It won't take the risk. One, Lamella's feisty.
Yeah. Who Bergvine on? Is he fit?
Bergwijn's not in the squad. Neither is Lo Celso. So it will be probably Lucas, I'd have thought, or
Yeah,
Dele
okay.
Alli. I would personally put
I
Lucas.
think I think there's two more goals in this for Spurs. What did I say? It would be a draw or you would batter us.
I'm still not sure which way it's going to go yet, Dave.
We're not. There's no way we're getting back into this.
Next goal is key. You get a goal
I'm
for half
normally
time,
quite
it changes it
optimistic, but
crazily.
no, because Mourinho will now second half. Mourinho will shut down the team, and will try and attack you because you're sitting a bit deeper and you'll hit us on the counter attack.
That's what should happen, but we just saw what happened with the counter attack with Heung-min Son.
Hmm.
He tried to put it into goal with his knee.
You've had 3 times the amount of shots we've had.
We had 3 shots.
You've had 12 actually. We've had 4. You've had 12.
It's done the maths. So we're
And now I'm
seeing.
like, is that the right maths? That is the right maths. Oh,
So we've got Rashford playing right side.
Eric Bailly wasn't taking any shit with that tackle. Kyle's left us. Oh my god, fuck off.
Oh dear, we've just seen someone go. There's so much space. Where's Luke Shaw? Is he playing centre back? So we're right. What's why? How did you get yourself into that situation? I don't quite know.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I told you weren't done scoring.
So what happens with Ole here? Pressure is mounting. This is
Yeah.
good. Is there enough time for you to go to Dortmund and go, okay,
Why is
right?
Luke Shaw? What is
What? Luke Shaw was centre back. Harry Maguire went out to left back, and then it all.
What is what?
Why is Luke Shaw covering that far over?
Why is Luke Shaw man marking Eric Lamela when he's there? It doesn't make sense.
Then he comes out to Kane and leaves a massive void. If you're there, stay there, mate.
Oh, what an absolute shambles. As
I
Kyle
mean,
says, as much as I like to see Spurs get defeated, this is very entertaining. And United are an absolute mess. At least
they are
Cavani's going to
two.
help out with the defence.
They are two. Oh, yeah, two of the best nutmegs you'll see there. The assist and the goal were both nutmegs. That is fortuitous. What is that? That's a lovely little dance. We should take
40
it.
minutes gone. 4-1 at losing at home. Before I watch this, obviously it's quite late at night here, and Katie went, "Oh, have fun. I hope you enjoy the podcast." I was like, "Well, it's still Man United that I'm watching." I mean, couldn't have summed it up any better. Absolutely ridiculous. Why did I agree to this? Why did I suggest this?
I typically don't watch Spurs matches with anyone because I think I don't need that. I don't need that stress. Very rarely do we win big matches, so it's like, oh great, I've got it, especially with a mate who's the opposing fan. I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna have to put up with them being an absolute arse for however long, and I hope I'm not being an arse because I don't like people doing it.
No,
But
yeah. See, I think we aren't arsey to each other when things
no,
happen. I think we're quite nice as football fans go.
oh Ed, Ewa woo
See, you're talking about Ollie Solskjaer before. This is the problem. Is
Yes,
I don't think Ole's good enough. I don't think we'd ever win a title under Ole. But the problem is, if you sack Ole, you're just doing the same thing that you've done before. Van Gaal's a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Mourinho's a better manager than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Um, Potentially David Moyes is a better manager than David Moyes has got. Oh no, did he get Sunderland relegated? Was he manager when Sunderland got relegated?
yes, I think he was.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I mean, there's one name which links this together though, who's still available. I really
yeah,
wouldn't be
Poch.
surprised.
I
Yeah.
I wanted Poch. I wanted Poch. I've still. Oh, for God's sake! I've always wanted Poch. I think Ole is not the answer, but I'm happy to keep him in the club because he has proven he can do all right. But the problem is the board, the problem is the
The
club, and
problem,
how it's
yeah,
run.
but do you know, I don't know. It feels like there's some restraint from the board to back Ollie fully. Like,
Well, there's restraint from the board to back anybody fully,
mm,
and that's because we were in the Champions League. We're in the Champions League group stage.
it's kind of like Mike Ashley, like advanced, though, isn't it? It's kind of Mike Ashley seems to do enough just to keep Newcastle in the Premier League, whereas Man United just doing enough to keep you in the Champions League or get you.
Yeah.
Nice, well done, well won back. Dilly dallied. That's the problem with Lamella. He doesn't keep things flowing. He plays at his own pace. Ugh. This is horribly bitty. Bitty. You've gone very quiet, Dave. Am I about to expect a goal?
No, I was just contemplating how a team can be so bad at defending and not concede in that period of play. I just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Ollie's good enough, but you sack him, you bring Poch in. I still don't think Poch would do much better because it's the board, it's the how it's run, it's the owners. That's Rashford's not going to reach that. It's very hopeful. Yeah, it's just not
What on
very
earth is
good.
Pogba's boots? What are they? They're like Louis Vuitton boots. What is he rocking?
Don't know. I
He's
don't
from a
know.
few Kings, eh? Oh. I didn't expect this, Dave.
I sort of did, but not in the first half.
Blimey, what did you?
Oh
Was
my
this good?
God, Luke Shaw, stop man marking Eric Lamella. That that has got to be a managerial instruction where he then
Definitely.
doesn't have the
Oh
footballing
my
sense.
God! Yeah, he's just ask. He's just going to be run ragged.
It's got to be managerial instructions, but he doesn't have the intellectual ability of a footballing brain to think I don't need to be
This is
standing this
yeah.
close to Harry Maguire.
For sure.
Absolutely ridiculous.
How are you changing it then? What's happened? What's half time? We
I can
spoke about
see
this
him
being
going
your best
three at
choice
the back.
first 11.
I can see him doing three at the back, maybe.
McTominay? I'd say McTominay would be a good person to bring on. Maybe to do three at the back, but to advance.
Yeah, but if you're doing what I'm trying to think, if this was Football Manager, what would I do? I wouldn't be 4-1 down to Tottenham at home.
Oh God.
I'd quit and restart if it was Football Manager.
Yeah, I think
um,
I would have rage quit by now. I think.
it's this is the problem. We're just on an attack now, and there's no focal point because we don't have Martial, and no one else can do that. Is doing that role in the team, and we haven't. It doesn't look like anything's changed that much tactically for us.
No, I mean you've got runners, haven't you? Rashford and Greenwood keep
Yeah,
moving with the ball, but I mean, I like to run at players rather than just kind of want to take it tight in the box. I don't know. Rick Greenwood does offer that, but they do offer that, but it's just one less body, isn't it?
I think it's just
Uh,
a shit show.
so we were
Absolute.
4-1 up in the first half of our Europa League match in 7-2. Do you want to? Shall I put a little bet on that? And the 7-2 we had during the week was actually a year to the day we lost 7-2 to Bayern. So
It's on the cards.
on the blooming cards.
On the cards in the stars.
Well, so obviously,
You are not done scoring in this game. I can tell you
well,
that right now.
obviously my bet will be Man United to get something out of the game. So that's how do I get that?
God, you get fantastic odds on Man United or draw now.
Well, 250 to 1 is for you to win.
That's not going to happen.
But a draw's not beyond the realms of possibility. Correct score.
I could see him taking off,
7
potentially taking off Greenwood for Van der Beek.
7-2 is only 16 to 1. What's the point?
Oh my God.
Are we on our way to 7-2? Oh, nuts. Oh dear. Well, if the fans were here, it'd be Olaying by now.
Yeah, you would. Absolute shambles.
Don't know what Aurier was doing there. It's like taking a bite of an apple. So what do Spurs do? Spurs obviously played a lot of football. Do we rotate? Double chance. There we go. Man United or draw. 25 to 1 all it is.
That's good.
I'm obviously putting money on that because I don't want to be.
I mean, if I was Spurs manager, I'd be like, just keep going. They are a shambles at the back. You're going to get chances.
Oh! Yeah, you just need to get because nothing's going to change. You're not suddenly going to have
No.
to defend. They're in this moment, and Mourinho mentioned it a lot of times in the All or Nothing. You're like you can't let moments like affect you, but players do. They will feel up against it, and they're not going to suddenly learn how to defend in the second half.
Yeah, it's quite obvious that defensively our confidence is absolutely shot. So why would you not try and exploit that?
So I'm just going to put £2.50 on the Manchester United draw, which is £65. That's enough. That's enough money to kind of calm me down.
I think Rashford might be fucked. Oh no, he's up. He's up.
It's when Aurier lands. They both
Yeah, it
kind
looked
of
like he may have like gone on his ankle or something, but he's
yeah.
up. So so depressing.
How are we going to lighten the mood? I'll give you. Do you want me to give you a Wikifile at half time to lighten the mood, Dave?
Yeah, all right. It'd be better than talking about the game. I don't mind. I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not. Well, I'm going straight to bed after this, so I can be depressed in my dreams.
Go to bed straight after this because my mind would be absolutely buzzing after this.
Yeah, it's because you're winning 4-1.
No, 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 no. I'd be the other way round. I'd be. It's easy for me to go to sleep winning, but losing, I'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah, that does happen. What's the game? Is it Liverpool after this?
Oh, good question.
Liverpool Villa. I think it is because they've got Mane out, haven't they, with COVID?
Yes, yeah, that's tonight. That's not for a few hours. That's 2 hours time.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Mane's tested positive.
Half time. Half time. 0-0 is what I just said.
0-0. 0-0 in
0-0.
Dave's mind. In Dave hopes. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if that was Ollie's team talk. We'll go out in the second half and it's 0-0.
Next year, I think there's got to be a certain part of people who go, you know what? Let's just not lose the second half. This is getting embarrassing. We need to restore some pride, win the second half, and see what happens.
Don't concede 4 goals. That would save a bit of pride. Don't concede another 4 goals.
Yeah, and you had your. Oh, I was about to say fortuitous penalty, but
I mean, if only I could leave the sound on, Josh, so I could hear, the verbal insights of Michael Owen and Tim Sherwood as our pundits.
well, I've got Graham Souness and Patrice Evra. So what would you fancy? What a five-a-side team.
Graham Souness will blame Pogba for all 4 goals because
Yeah.
he hates him. He's literally got a vendetta against him.
Can I just take a breather? Whew, that was all right actually.
You get
That was. I'm the most concerning bit, and I hadn't really experienced it with United side because you've been playing all right, but defensively was wild, like
all over the
wild.
place. Yeah, it is.
It wouldn't surprise me if Luke Shaw gets hooked. To be honest with you.
Who's on our basketball? Who's on our bench? Oh,
Uh, no, you actually got. He's not getting hooked. No, he's not getting hooked. Unless you want Fred, Lindelof, Lingard, Mata, McTominay, or Van der Beek playing there.
which is why I think he might go to a three at the back.
So three at the back. Who are you bringing off?
I think he'll take off Greenwood.
Greenwood off, Lindelof on, or
Yeah,
McTominay?
Greenwood, Lindelof on. Go buy Lindelof and Maguire, which is asking for trouble, having those three all on the pitch at the same time. But have those
Yeah.
three at the back.
Shaw for
Wan-Bissaka right
Saka.
wing back. Shaw left wing back. Matic, Pogba, Fernandes, Rashford up front.
Yes, and that changes things defensively. It might give him a bit of a different state of mind that something's going to change there. And
Ugh,
wow.
it's just
Now, how
ugly.
negative is Mourinho? I mean, as you commented earlier at the start, I'd be more concerned if it wasn't such a negative manager.
Yeah, I know. I think I think Mourinho's going to keep going. I don't think he'll. I think the only change he might make is Lamella, like you said, because of the what could have
And
happened.
to be honest, with you, I think that made things worse for you. Lamella obviously had that great game at Old Trafford a year or two back, wasn't it? Where
Yeah.
he absolutely rinsed Chris Smalling, grabbed a brace. I think that things plays into people's players' minds. And so
Okay.
obviously he's got the pace to burn on the counter. He is a bit of a counter-attacking black hole. But yeah, I'd say we'd see Lamella on, and he also works hard defensively. Lamella does too, but I think the yellow card's a no-brainer.
You think Lucas Moura on, Lamella off? Get that done.
Yeah, there obviously is the option for Dele Alli, but I don't think Dele Alli's getting back into fray.
No, I think the only thing potentially for Spurs in this game is you might need if United do go three at the back, you'll need ideally probably more creativity than pace. So Lamella may stay on, but I think the yellow card and what happened makes it. It would make it a no-brainer if
Thing
I
is,
was
we
Spurs.
don't need creativity though, do we?
Well, that's very true. You don't. You just need people that can pass a ball, which you've got. So
Yeah.
doesn't need to be a creative pass.
No, you just need Harry Kane dropping in because Bailly and Maguire have absolutely done him up the old rear and shoved him over, and he's turned around and ping a ball forward.
Yeah, it's I would if it was Footy Manager, Luke Shaw would probably be on about a 4.5 or something now because he's been defensively awful.
Harry
I
Maguire
would
would be
take
on
him
a
off and fit someone in else at left back just because I
Fred.
can't stand it. Like,
Yeah,
Fred, he's left-footed.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But Harry Maguire surely is on a lower ebb than Luke
Oh
Shaw is at this
yeah,
moment.
Harry Maguire's
Let's not
bloody
forget
dreadful.
first goal. So first goal goes in. Is that the ping pong one? That's the.
The first goal was the penalty, wasn't it, for us?
Oh yeah, sorry, I meant for Spurs. So
Sorry, yeah. So first was penalty for us, then Spurs equalised pretty much straight away with the ping pong and Maguire bullet header at Eric Bailly's face, who
and then
puts it
a
up in the
a
air.
deft skimmed top of the header
Yeah.
to
And then
Lamella.
he hauls down Luke Shaw in the box.
Yeah.
And
Probably
then,
puts his hand up for a penalty.
yeah. And then it's a tap in for Ndombele, was it? Yeah.
And Dembele thrashes it in
I
for the
can't
first.
believe
Son,
that
yeah.
we got a penalty in the first 30 seconds and are losing the half 4-1. Or lost the half 4-1.
Yeah, I mean it's quite special.
It's here it is. I'm watching it now.
Watching it now as well, and he didn't need to make a challenge. I don't think.
What is Harry Maguire doing on that goal? It's so bad. I don't think I know that level of football, Premier League level football, is obviously higher than everything I'm ever gonna play and I've ever played. But equaling out the levels in terms of the strikers I've played against as a centre back, I don't think I've ever bullet headed the ball into my centre back partner's face.
I'm actually more impressed with him hauling down Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I've never done that as a centre back. I've never hauled down my left back
Look
in
at
the
him.
box. I mean, credit to the second one for you from Son. Credit to Harry Kane for the quick thinking. But again, why is Maguire bundling him down?
Yeah,
Where's Eric Bailly?
that is
Oh,
100% Eric Bailly's area of the pitch.
yeah. But like I said, didn't I, Josh, in the text messages, I was like, I'm pretty sure they would have picked Eric Bailly to be a sweeper behind Maguire. So
Yeah,
Maguire's just gone wherever the ball is,
leave,
I'll go and
leave
attack
him
it.
to attack it. Then that's what Bailly does. Not much. And then we
Not
have
much.
the Martial red card. So I think he's definitely tried to push him in the chest. It's gone up. That's the only thing I'm going to say. He's not aimed to go into his neck, but it has.
But he's. Yeah, I.
This is very so. There was a sending off in the Lazio Inter Milan game earlier today, and it's Arturo Vidal, so another South American there, and he gets slapped by I think it's Immobile, and again goes down, clutching his. No doubt, I'm not listening to Graham Souness, but no doubt Graham Souness is not a fan of whatever's gone on there.
He's blaming Paul Pogba. He's there just being like, why isn't Pogba caught Lamella's elbow? Oh, hello, we've got Dermot. No, not Dermot O'Leary.
Gallagher.
Big
Now
Derms.
this is inexcusable. The third goal. I mean, they're all inexcusable actually, but this. Oh, could that even been a penalty? Like, did Ndombele get actually taken down there? I don't know. We're going to get a chance to see it because we've got another goal. So yeah, but again, this is the one where Luke Shaw then coming
Right.
out.
Yeah. Sorry, they're still talking about the Martial red card on mine. They've said it's Dermot Gallagher, and he said what they did was go to VAR to see if the ref had made an obvious error for the an
Yeah.
obvious error not sending off Lamella. So
Okay.
VAR agreed that sending off Martial was clear and obvious. It's not a problem. Yeah, right
Yeah.
decision. And then he checked on VAR if it was an obvious error to not send Lamella off, and
And it's not.
VAR said no.
Okay. Interesting. Something wrong there, isn't there?
Yeah, 100%.
It's just like, should he? Could he? Yeah. Not even sure what the answer is, but could he? Should he? Would he be sent off? Yes.
Tim Sherwood ain't happy. Tim Sherwood thinks he should have gone.
Tim Sherwood's not happy.
Not
FU
he's
Tim
not happy with the
Sherwood.
referee. So
Patrice Evra looks absolutely gutted, by the way, just on my end. He just sat back in his chair like he just wants to have just a little rant. I'm going to take this moment just to use the facilities. So, Dave, you just fill the air with just your warm embrace and your bubbly demeanour for the next few minutes, please, Dave.
well, we're just watching back the goal that made it 3-1. We tried to play it out from the back, and it was absolutely shocking. It's just been dreadful, viewers. It's not been fun. It's been fun chatting to Josh. It always is, but. And I've just remembered to rub it in. I took Son out of my fantasy team, didn't I, like 2 weeks ago? And since then, he's scored like 6 goals. It's depressing, people. It's depressing. It gets worse not having Josh here to talk it through with as well. There's Ollie Solskjaer on my screen, looking well out of his depth. Can someone report how Mark Goldbridge is doing? Oh, man. I am. Chatanya's in the comments. Dave's crying on the inside. I am. It's just not. It's just not fun. It's just not fun, people. I love football. Really enjoy it. Why do my team have to make it so hard?
So, what would make you happy in the second half, then, Dave? Why would as in your current state, to make you go, you know what? I mean, reasonable. Obviously, you'd obviously be happy with a win, but
Yeah, I was going to say, we score 4 and you score none. Make it 6-4, 5-4, done. To be honest, I don't think anything's going to make me happy. Because I think we're losing. I think you're going to score more. I think acceptable is us not losing the second half. I think a man down, confidence is absolutely shot. I think getting a draw in the second half is good. Well, it's acceptable. It's at times like this where I don't have faith in, like, I mean, Ollie Solskjaer has sort of proved that tactically he hasn't set up correctly for this game or hasn't picked the right players or whatever. But it's times when you go a man down and the game is really against you that I don't think Ollie has the tactical nous to pull something out of the game or even make the game different. Because a lot of managers would have got Martial sent off, changed the tactics, and gone, well, we're 4-1 down. What is there to do? Like,
Because you were 2-1 down at the point of him sending off.
3-1, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah.
No. So you had we're playing out the back happened 2 minutes after he got sent off, and then the
Oh yeah.
or filling it at centre back, pulling out to left back, leaving a
Well, I
void.
mean,
Yeah, because it's 2-1. It's not. There's game to
no.
play there, isn't there?
Yeah. 2-1.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Keep it as it is. But there was no evidence. I mean, the camera did. I can't remember the camera panning to Ole or Mike Phelan on the touchline shouting instructions about changing things when you go a man down or things like that to the players that are already on the pitch. You don't know. Yeah, it's just shit. And I'm going to say that honestly on a adult friendly channel. We don't call ourselves child friendly because it sounds weird, but non-sweary channel, but our live streams aren't monetized, so it doesn't matter. So it's just shit, Josh. It's shit.
So in
Shit.
Spurs have played 1.5 away games so far in the league this season. Scored 9 goals. That's it's a hell of a return, isn't it?
That is.
Conceded 3 though.
Utterly ridiculous. So you've played
1.5 halves, 3 halves. So we'll concede a goal.
You've played 3 quarters, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah.
3
It'll
yards.
be 3. It'll be 3. So it is actually going to be 7-2. It was only 16-1, but
I just don't. Roy Keane is trending on Twitter because he isn't in the Sky studio. If only he was, that would be a fantastic watch.
it's going to come in like the Incredible Hulk.
Oh, let's go in. I am going to just have a quick look at Goldbridge and see what he's on about. So. Oh, Josh, it's just.
What's the recovery match? What's next for Man United after this?
Newcastle, I think.
We still got midweek stuff coming through, or is it we back to?
Some clubs do, yeah. No, it's international break, isn't it?
Oh, it's international break.
International break for 2 weeks, so we're going to have some filler. Well, we can talk about the Man United Tottenham game.
We can rewatch. We'll have a rewatch. Yeah,
we'll rewatch the. We can have us live reacting to the stream.
Yeah, so you don't play for another almost 2 weeks away at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Then it's Champions League. Oh, it's actually that's a hell of an October. Away at Newcastle, by no means a done deal. Away at Paris Saint-Germain, that is where it all happened. Home to Chelsea, home to Leipzig. Home to Arsenal.
We've got a comment here. How Ollie keeps Matic and Greenwood play after Martial sent off. Fast-paced team. We need McTominay and Fred there in midfield. Ollie is clueless. Maguire a disgrace, and Martial should be ashamed.
Not happy bunny,
okay, so he's bringing on Fred and McTominay by the looks of things. So the comment from Bamsey as he sort of either predicted the future or realises that we're slightly behind and has made it seem like he's predicting the future.
McTominay and Fred, okay. And who for?
I think it is Fred and McTominay on for Matic and Greenwood. And Lucas Moura is on. Or coming on.
Sensible option. It's one of those subs where you can make and you go, hey, look, it's not you, it's me. I'm just cautious. I don't want to take you off, but let's just get this game won. You're on a yellow. Great, good way. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think so. I think being 2-1 down and getting a man sent off, I can see not really changing anything. Going 3-1 and 4-1 down, I would have changed something earlier than that. Oh, it's the first time I've seen Ledley King in years.
Good old Ledley.
Yeah. Oh no, Bruno Fernandes has gone off. Kyle's updated us. Thanks, Kyle.
Oh.
We did miss the subs for Man United as we were chatting away.
Thoughts on Bruno Fernandes going off?
He's probably just saving him.
For the international break?
Yeah. For Portugal.
Yeah.
There's McTominay. Right, let's go back to full screen.
Okay, here we go. Just keep it tight, boys. Do not. Let's have some no goal. Let's have get to the 60th minute. Still the
Keep it
same
tight.
score, please. Yeah.
Keep it tight. It's 0-0. Yeah, but look at the amount of sponsors that we have in the background, Josh. That's the key. That's where we're winning.
Oh, look, Cadbury's are there. Konami, Golf.
Asilo de Diablo, the official red wine of Man United.
Really? Have you ever tried it?
Yep. Do you know what I have? But before I
Of
even knew
course,
they
he,
sponsored Man
of course. I
United.
was going to say, of course he's tried it. He's Mr. Man United. Is it
Do you
nice?
know what? I use DHL at work. I play Pez, which is made by Konami.
Yeah,
I wear lots of Adidas when I play golf.
yeah. No, I'm an Adidas man of golf actually. Played this
I went.
morning.
You played this morning. Why didn't we
Yeah,
talk about that at half time?
oh, I don't know. I shot 48, my best round at the course actually. Quite nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Well, best 9 holes. Obviously, that's not 18. I'm hitting there.
No, if that was an 18 holes, that's Kim Jong Un style of golf, like level of golf.
Yes.
Unbelievably good.
Yeah. Everybody applause me, please. Oh, that's not a great. What kind of goalkeeper would you be, Dave? In terms of kicking out, would you be playing it out? Or would you be hitting it long?
If I was a goalkeeper and had to take goal kicks, my centre back were taken for me.
Yeah. Doesn't happen much these days, does it?
It does at amateur football. I can tell you that right now. Release the ball, Pogba. What are you doing? Pogba's having a shocker. Everyone's having a shocker.
You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. Not enough for a foul as well, Pogba. Not enough for a foul. It's
Bamsey
very
is very, very annoyed.
Bamsey.
Yeah, Bamsey in the chat is very annoyed.
Your
Fred is
name
a stupid
Bamsey
passer,
reminds
but damn, he
me.
can run.
Bamsey,
Why
your
did
name
Matic start over Fred?
Oh, oh
I
dear.
just don't. Yeah, I can understand why Matic started ahead of Fred, but why changes weren't made, I don't know. It's very depressing. It's very irritating. It's very annoying.
Did Fred would have played 90 minutes during the week though, wouldn't he? I presume Matic didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, they still find their way back to fitness, players, aren't they? So yeah, I think it's a case of needs must sometimes. Oh, you're gonna get caught there. Oh dear. Who don't? Oh, it's McTominay, isn't it?
yeah.
So how's it lining up then, Dave? Are we still back
Four,
four, aren't we?
four at the back, and then you got Fred, McTominay, and Pogba across the middle. You've got Greenwood on the right,
And
and Rashford up
Rashford.
front. So Pogba's
But,
playing like left-sided.
yeah, he's
Luke
playing that.
Shaw is literally just man marking whoever your winger is out there, leaving
Yes, he
so
is.
much space.
He is on Lucas Moura, who's basically playing through the middle. So if Sergio Aurier wants to get forward, he has a lot of space to do so.
Which he can also do
That's
because
why
we
I
haven't
think
got a left winger.
That's why I think it's made for Matt Doherty, because he glides forward like no, he can't dribble, but he'll just find himself in crazy good positions going forward. He's probably licking his lips on the old bench here, going if only. But it's not.
I just
Aurier can't do that.
McTominay's been caught out.
That's the problem, though. You've got to get up to speed. So it's still Premier League football. It's not easy just to come in straight away, especially when a team isn't performing.
Yeah, true.
So will we see any more signings? So what are we going to see for Man United in transfer window, Dave?
Well, looks like Tellez is confirmed. Cavani looks like it's confirmed. It's going to be an interesting one because a result like this and a performance like this won't actually turn the fan base against Ole. There will be some negativity around Ole. There definitely will. But what a touch Pogba that is, and then he just pulled back Aurier. Yeah. There will be some negativity around Ole, but what will happen is the fans will become more angry against the board because most of the United fans know it's the board that are holding us back and not investing the money. You know, you would have seen the graph that came out with privately owned clubs and how much money's been put in by the owner and owners.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Man United were the only team on it that were like
Wrong
in
way.
the negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's bought the club on debt and then took more money out of it to keep the debt growing that the club actually have, and it's just annoying. And I think Ole has got the starting lineup wrong, but it's easy to say that with hindsight. I
Yeah,
agreed with you
I
when I
don't.
said I
I'm
think it
not
was the
sure the starting
strongest.
lineup was wrong. I just think tactically something's really awry here, and the signings you're making, like Tellez at left back. He's maybe I don't know, he's more experienced than Luke Shaw, but I don't think he's going to be. It wouldn't solve this problem defensively. Cavani, it's
Well,
not like you were missing chances. It wouldn't have solved this.
yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my word. There you go. 5-1. You said
Yeah.
You said Doherty was good in front of goal.
We'll see this guy. Yeah, is it a good one? Oh, that's a lovely ball from
Yep.
Højbjerg. Again, he's through that.
It's the guy.
Oh, the left
It's the
back route. He's tucked in. He's tucked in,
yeah.
and
He's
and
tucked
now
in,
you've got
which
tucked in, and then you've got the defensive person in front of him, the midfielder in front of him, tracking back is Paul Pogba, who I wouldn't say is bad defensively, but he's not going to be tracking back as a left winger.
no. And the thing is, the
Why
more
wouldn't why
this
wouldn't Fred be on the
happens,
outside there personally? But
the more this happens, it's Ole's fault because this is the how many times has Aurier got in to a space where Luke Shaw should be?
well, we had that situation earlier in the first half, didn't we? Where he chopped back
Yeah.
in his left-footed shot.
So good finish. Well
Yeah,
done.
nice finish. Yeah, it's one of those
I think
ones where
Mourinho could be
if it
happier.
misses, it could have been turned in by someone going across the keeper. First, oh God, I got another away goal. So that's his first Premier League away goal since May 2018. So, right. Blimey, Mourinho looks happy.
Even now, we're 5-1 down, and from kickoff we try and pass it in a nice little triangle and get it up the pitch.
So two subs have been made, and you've gone a further goal behind.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I think for me, I'd be saying this team needs to hunker down and go right. Six, five ones happen, don't they? You can sometimes they happen, but when you get above five, it gets to a different kettle of fish. I think.
Yeah, because they have to spell the score on the video printer.
Is that the thing?
You seen that, haven't you?
No.
It's a joke by quite an old comedian, but when we were growing up, he did lots of. Was it Nick Hancock? Did lots of football videos.
Well, yeah, we had. I think it's all over. Nick Hancock, he was host of
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
and
yeah.
he used to make football gaff videos, and it used to be like Mansfield 1, Port Vale 7 in brackets SEVEN. Ah,
In case, well, seven might, yeah, because people might think it's a one. We check one. Okay.
Bams. Sorry, I've got to ask a comment to Bamsy because he's commenting quite a lot, and I've just got to check him.
Yeah, go
When
for
you
it.
say, hang on. Oh, we've had a header over the bar.
Over cloud.
BAME. When you say Josh, what do you understand for a BAME in capitals?
I thought that was a term for
Black and mixed ethnicities.
yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. Because he said, I'm fuming now, and after the match, all the BAME Manchester will start saying, sack Ole, get Sancho. But I don't know if he means it. I might be missing something, because that doesn't sound like the right phrase
No,
for it.
it's the right context. Yeah.
Our supporters are toxic, and Ole has given them green light to start this rant again of Sancho. Well, I wouldn't say all of our supporters are toxic. I'd say all clubs have toxic supporters.
Yeah, I'd say it's easy to get kind of bogged down your own fans, but I get infuriated with Spurs fans. I'm sure everybody does with their own fans. It's
Yeah.
especially I don't know for how you
Well, we touched on it before. We think we're quite rare as football fans for how we are and how we
yeah,
react and how we
yeah.
chat. And we can see things that are, yeah, we have our club colours on and our club colour spectacles, but we can step away from it. So it's a weird, the whole Sancho situation as well has been strange because quite clearly we're after him. Quite clearly he's a good player and I'd quite clearly like him in the team. But it's that same situation that if it's football manager when I've been Man United on Football Manager, my first instinct has never been to go out and buy a right winger.
No, and I wouldn't. That's why I've said about your signings. Your left back's not going to fix things, and a centre forward's not going to fix things. Maybe it will because I know they get some assists and you suddenly go 2 goals up and it becomes a lot easier. But it doesn't seem like the area which would generate most improvement. It seems a very commercially led signing. Like, hey, this big name, this big young up and coming England prospect who is going to be the next big thing. I think imagine all clubs, if they could,
Yeah,
would want to sign a Jadon Sancho. But just because you can doesn't mean you should.
exactly. So
If you have 120 million, we obviously don't have 120 million. If you have 100 million to spend, I would not be spending. Or would I? I would think there's better areas to spend it here.
yeah, definitely.
I mean, sell half your centre backs and then maybe a bit more than half. And actually, I still think the weakness is that defensive central midfielder. McTominay's not out and out. Fred again isn't out and out. Matic tries his best, but I think
Matic is a good holding midfielder if we're going to have a lot of the ball, because he's a good tackler. But as soon as you have people that will run at him with power and pace, he'll struggle. He'll just get overwhelmed.
It does seem like the game's quieting down a little bit.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, I think it has. So
Well, I think partly it would be from both ends. Like Spurs get the fifth goal, knowing that's then they've got the next goal after half time. They can kind of relax a little bit, or kind of go, we've kind of killed this game off a little bit. And United will be like, okay, this is getting well out of reach now. I'm not sure we should be gung ho on this. We should just, if we get corners, go for them. If we get free kicks, go for them. But we can't be just ploughing forward.
That's true. It wouldn't surprise me if Mourinho had said, let's go and get one more and then we can chill, sort of thing. Really destroy the confidence. But is it, again, an interesting comment on the live stream. The Sancho agenda has ruined our transfer window this year. But it happens every year. We get linked to one big player that we probably do actually want, and it takes up the whole transfer window. Harry Maguire lasted like
too long.
Just a year and a half.
Yeah, and I mean, whether it does, I mean, obviously we're outside looking in. Whether that is like literally papers, because Manchester United is a well-supported club, and Jadon Sancho is a very big name in English football, probably world football. It sells papers pumping that. Whether that has actually been behind the scenes like that, we don't really know. And whether we have had Ed Woodward being at Dortmund camped out trying to get work them down from 120 million. I don't know. It's hard to tell, isn't it? But it has definitely been the media circus around it has been all Sancho.
Yeah.
And obviously the dearth of other signings until late on. We obviously had Van der Beek, which again I didn't see how it improved your first 11, which doesn't always have to, but I didn't see how that's good play from Reguilon.
It's just very Well, Van der Beek didn't improve our first team, but it does give us squad depth. But again,
absolutely, which is important when you're playing and you want to go far in all competitions, don't you?
Yes, but was it the squad depth we needed? Probably. We did rely a lot on Bruno and Pogba for that attacking sort of role. That's a lovely little touch, that. And that's a decent tackle. Oh, just not enough on it. We need clinical finishers, not another winger. We already have 3 wingers that are young that never get old playing up front. We've got a clinical finisher in Greenwood. I think he is clinical, but he's not played up front because we don't have a winger to replace him. Well, it's just it's a very awkward situation. Like Martial's a very clinical finisher when he's on, but it's just bit annoying. It's bad club management, bad board members, bad manager.
What's the positive here, Dave?
If we scored a penalty.
Yeah. No goal for play. Yeah.
What's the positive? Nothing.
Okay, we'll leave that one there.
Yeah, I honestly don't think there is.
No, and I can normally find it, but I'm not. I'm actually quite struggling here to find a positive.
I'll give you a positive. David De Gea isn't at fault for any of the goals
Yet.
yet that have been scored. Yeah, so
I just thought he was going to spill Harry Kane's cross
yeah,
then.
I know. Yeah, that's what made me think about is saying it because obviously I saw that and then, but I do agree with Bamsey when he says you sign Sancho and what's the point? It's just the same as all the rest of the players that we've got now, which is there's no difference. There's no.
I don't know. I think Sancho is a real talent, and we said we've mentioned it like it doesn't fix defensive problems, but
No.
if you get to go, you know, oh my God, if you get to go, 1, 2 goals up, or he brings a goal, it just takes pressure off the defense having to keep a clean sheet. It can make a difference. You got that outlet who's gonna. I think we're going to hunker down now even more. I think Ben Davies is going to come on at left back. Jose Mourinho under Manchester United. Well, did he win the League Cup with you as well?
Yes.
That's what he's going to do for Spurs. So when they say major trophies, are the only ones that they remove the Super Cup and do they remove Super Cup and Community Shield? Is that the two they remove? Rather than saying trophies, obviously. What
It's
have they
only
put?
England that doesn't count the Super Cup as a major trophy, I think.
Just wondering what trophies they put in the minor bin.
The minor bin. Community Shield must class as a minor.
Yeah.
Or whatever it's called nowadays. Is it still the community? Is it the Community Shield now? Yeah, it used to be Charity Shield, didn't it? Yeah. So.
Yeah. What do you remember? What's your go-to when you think of League Cup? What do you call that?
Now the League Cup, but I'd say that's only quite recent. I always used to refer to it as Coca-Cola.
Really, I was always I'll probably split between Worthington Cup and Carling Cup.
Yeah, Carling Cup was quite a popular one to call it, but yeah, Coca-Cola. That's what it's
Yeah.
Coca-Cola Cup. Oh, my phone's going crazy, which is really irritating.
I just got a
Say
message from
something.
someone
I'm
saying,
glad
"Well,
Ross couldn't
let's all
make it
laugh at
today.
Man United."
Sorry, mate.
I just got a message from someone saying, "Wow, let's all laugh at Manchester United."
Brilliant. Was it Owen?
No, it's the guy I used to work with.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, Fred just nutmegged someone.
Was it a referee?
And then he passed it straight to a Tottenham player.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, Mickey Højbjerg in that. Yeah.
Oh my God, Eric Bailly. What sort of a touch is that? And then just, yeah, kicks on in the back of the leg.
I find that Eric Bailly is constantly rusty.
Yeah. It's because he's always injured. It's because he's always injured.
I feel like Eric Bailly should probably be on a yellow by now.
Yeah, he's just got one, so don't worry about that.
Probably should have got a yellow for his scrape on Kane earlier, though.
No, pipe down, accidental. Well, Lamella should have been sent off, so 1-1.
That scrape down the leg was as accidental as his scrape down the Achilles there. That's going to be a one, that is. So I'd say Dele Alli would come on. There's no need to keep Son going.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there should be. Oh, I've gone really red where I've closed the white bit to look at. There we go.
Oh, is anyone else going to? Is it a player's going to get frustrated now? If Spurs scoring over, is it we're going to see? I mean, that's the first sign of frustration. I think we've seen.
I think you could potentially see. I could see Rashford getting a bit frustrated, although he might have just given up by now. Someone like Pogba might get frustrated. I don't know.
It's very much a game of the first half, wasn't it? It's real. Just going through the motions now.
It's just been a odd game. I just can't really verbalise how I'm feeling right now.
To be honest with you, it surprised me. Very much has surprised me. As I said before, we've been on a good run. We've been on a good run. We've been scoring goals. We've actually, even when we haven't. I mean, we got somehow lost to Newcastle, didn't we? Or drew? Was it drew with Newcastle, which
Yeah.
was completely unfair. I mean, it was the handball that caused it. It was their only shot on target all game in the last minute for a dodgy handball. So we should probably be higher in the league. And
But
Everton won. First game of the season is always a bit ropey, but we have been playing well. Oh dear, what's that?
this was the concern I had for us when you think we had played Crystal Palace and Brighton in the league and conceded 5 goals to those two teams.
What was your defensive record at Italian last? Or is it just you were just scoring and winning? Were you still conceding? Because I wasn't aware of defensive frailties.
Yeah, we weren't brilliant defensively. Well, there's been this clamour to buy a new centre back, isn't there, for ages? So it's
Oh,
just a bit of
another
a.
step on the heel there.
Sorry, mate.
Another step on the heel there.
Yeah,
Pogba
another
going
one.
for a buy special.
And do you know what makes this worse? I've got to go to work. Got to work tomorrow.
What time is it there, Dave?
5 to 1.
Yeesh. I've got a kitten, you know, Dave?
You've got a kitten, did you say?
Yeah, I picked up a kitten yesterday.
What's it? What? Just randomly off the street?
Yeah, I was like, oh, hello, I'll have a kitten. Yoink.
Yeah. What's his name?
Bluey.
Blue? Is it Blue?
Well, they're kind of called grey cats blue, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Van der Beek's coming on. That'll help the defence.
Van der Beek. What's he shown so far for? He's scored, hasn't he, already?
He scored. His agents kicked up a fuss
Because,
because he hasn't started, and he said, "I don't know why we've moved to Man United."
okay, great start.
Oh, yeah. Greenwood off, Van der Beek on. I
mean, what do you
honestly
think?
don't know how to feel about this game.
I probably feel pretty bad.
Yeah. 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 I
Yeah.
do. It's just
What's
what's annoying is that it
the
hasn't
referee, the
really.
referee's face mask is annoying me, by the way. But the fourth official, he's got his cock nose out. You put your nose away. You need to put your mask
Wear
up
it
and over your
properly.
nose.
Wear it
Yeah,
properly, or don't wear it at all.
yeah. You're
Um,
on live TV as well, mate. Come on.
what's what frustrates me most about this game is that I sort of not expected it, but could imagine this happening.
Hello. What's he done here?
Nothing, but Højbjerg kicked out at him.
Is that
What
why
is
he's
wrong
gone
with
down?
Spurs? They're diving around.
It's the Mourinho effect. He's just making us. Let's have a look. What's? No, 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 no. Pogba's left a foot in there right on his side of his leg.
Nah.
Definitely has. Is the scar on his leg? How did that come about, Dave?
I will tell you, they are a bit more fighty.
Yeah.
There's a word I could use that Mourinho uses in the Amazon Prime.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, with you, it's been long overdue because so many times we've just been made. I mean, I love the Battle of the Bridge.
Dele Alli's coming on.
I mean, Pogba's face just told it all there. It's like, what? That is a face of him that apparently knows he's done something. But it's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
no one will take this seriously. Oh, pull it over your nose! Oh, how do you reckon Dele Alli feels? He's in the side and playing okay, and it should be lighting a fire up him because Tanguy Ndombele, better player than he is. Giovanni Lo Celso, better player than he
Oh
is.
yeah, it's getting a bit scrappy and feisty. Really is.
It will do. They're going to get McTominay's leading that, I think. Just kicking out a bit.
And then Van der Beek's the one that comes flying in at the end to actually
Yeah,
win the ball.
yeah. Spurs just need to keep their heads and just let them kick.
Yeah.
Do not get someone sent off. It's just irrelevant. You're not going to win or lose a game. It's not going to affect our game at all. It just plays into Man United players' heads. Just let them do what they need to do. I mean, well, for me, Eric Bailly would be your loose cannon in the side. Is that right? Would you say?
What by loose cannon? Do you mean more likely to get a red card now?
Well, he's likely somewhat because of the yellow he's on, but in terms of just putting in a challenge, which is
Oh, rash. Yeah,
yeah,
like a rash challenge, definitely. Eric Bailly.
he's probably rocking the most reds out of anyone in the 11, I'd say.
Yeah, he's probably got the most red cards out of everyone on the pitch.
We've got we haven't got too many reds there.
Oh, Eric Bailly, that's beautiful.
I think our lag has got. Oh no, he's going to be involved here, isn't he? Yeah, nice.
Just what you need when you're 5-1 down.
He's growing into the game now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, Fred has had a nightmare. Oh,
What's Fred going to do? Bing! Save.
good save. Yeah, it was a good save. I was waiting for you to get there.
Yeah. Probably need to go high, top left. You're going to win that one. Score that one. He's on. Yeah. Or yeah. Bailly defended that well because there wasn't really an option for him to put it across.
Yeah. Ooh, it's just a bit. It's all just been shit.
I disagree.
Oh wow, you really are shutting up shop. I thought it might be Regulon off for Ben Davies, but nope.
We'll go to three at the back. Oh
Oh,
yeah. To be fair, Son was talked about as being his son, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, Son was like last game we played, like he's done his hamstrings and be out for a while. Son's probably just annoyed he didn't get a hat trick actually.
Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised they haven't had a look at was the Kane pass moving. They normally do that when it's a quick free kick.
I imagine they did for VAR or something. Have to check every goal and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? I had a really nice, relaxing Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Monday's got off to a really shit start.
Yeah, Badges is Monday. Just write off Monday, I'd say.
Yeah. Well, Spurs have played very well. They've exploited the bits they needed to very well.
Yeah. No, we have done well here and scored the goals. You can create chances, but you've got to score those goals, haven't you? We pressed
18 shots you've had
on target or just in total?
in total. 7 on target, 5 goals.
Oh, Kane. Yeah, that's not bad. Again, it's another bit of a learning curve, isn't it? It's like just seeing a game out.
Yeah. It's what you need to do. It's what every club needs to be able to do when they got the lead, and you've done it very well.
Yeah, killing games off. As we said, I was saying in the first half, wasn't I? We can't just let this game
Yeah.
stay at 2-1. Man advantage. You need to press it home, and it makes a change for us to do that. I
By
suppose
golly, you've done
maybe
it. Yeah. You've really done it.
learnings from the Newcastle match probably hammered that home. Do not just have the advantage in just the game. You need to get the goal advantage because we drew that game because we didn't convert our chances. Man of the match? Son?
Um,
Kane?
Man of the match. Yeah, probably.
I don't know. It's a bit. I feel like central midfield's been pretty good. Like
Yeah, I
Højbjerg's
was
actually
thinking
had a
that
pretty
your
good
central
game.
midfield have kept things ticking really well. Like Ndombele had a good game.
Yeah.
Um, Serge Aurier had a really good game, to be fair,
Sergio
because he had
Aurier's
so
got a
much
goal and
space.
assist, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So I think probably Son though. Son, I think, has made everything happen and caused a lot of problems.
Yeah, he's obviously got he's got 2 goals and an assist for Kane, I think it'll be.
Are Spurs going to sign a backup striker? Oh, you have, haven't you? You got the guy from Benfica on loan.
Carlos Vinicius, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, what a no-brainer that is. That seems like we're benefiting from a bit of Jorge Mendes there. Is that
Do you not
on loan?
think though that is the guy you've brought in is pretty much exactly the same as what you could have done with Troy Parrott?
I just think he potentially, yeah. Well, I think the fact that he's got experience, he's scored in the top league. He's a bit stronger and he's a bit bigger, which I think Mourinho likes in a player.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just good for Troy Parrott's development that he gets game time in the lower leagues. But yeah, I think I'd say Carlos Vinicius will be basically a Europa League,
Yeah.
League Cup kind of FA Cup striker really. Leave Kane to get the league goals, and if injured or a bit of rotation, coming on if you need to win a game and stuff. But
Yeah.
it makes I can't believe it's taken us this long to get a backup striker. Challenge.
How is Troy Parrott watch going?
Do you know what? I don't know. Let's have a little look at what Troy Parrott is up to these days. Has he scored? I would think I'd have seen something about it if he had scored.
Oh my god. Penalty. I'm going to spoil it for you because you're 5-1 up.
Does Ben Davies get taken down?
Yep.
Ben Davies?
Yep.
Ben Davies seems to have been in a lease of life. He
I
got an
don't
assist
understand why Pogba's sliding in there.
because he thinks, why not? I just don't care. He hasn't been booked yet, has he?
No. That's not a booking either. It's just stupidity.
Yeah. Will Kane
Well,
score it?
Big Dave's not standing in the middle of his goal at the moment.
That makes it easy. Wonder if my bet might, if this goes in,
You might be able to cash out for a profit.
yeah, I might be able to cash out for a profit. It
Come
does
on,
go
Dave.
in.
Big save. Big save,
Big,
Dave. Come on.
big no save.
Big no save.
Spoiler alert. He doesn't save it. Kane rarely misses a penalty.
6-1.
It'll be interesting when Poch is managing United what the return fixture is going to be like. Well,
That's an amazing penalty because De Gea goes the right way at the right time and it still goes in.
he is pretty damn special at penalties. Wouldn't surprise me if he's got a full-size goal in his back garden and puts his kids in there. Or just gets his mate to come around and go, right, just dive. I'd probably let the under 18s keeper come around your house, going right, just penalties again. Spend some time with the family. I'll take 10 penalties. You can come in for some lunch. Take some penalties again.
Ugh.
Oh, we've got a smug Mourinho look on. You seen smug face Mourinho? I bet he's wanting to really.
He's going to be loving this. Oh, it's alright. I get to watch all the fallout on the various Man United channels while I'm working tomorrow.
You're surely going to just avoid everything, yeah? That's how
No,
I
I
normally
don't.
play.
I'll read articles about it and see what people say. And the thing is, I get to enjoy it because I get to think, oh my god, everyone's so knee-jerky reactions and sort of. It's just it. You know, once it's done, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it, and I'll moan
I
to
think you'll
Katie
be
about it.
saved. You'll be saved by a bit of a transfer window stuff tomorrow. I thought.
That's true. Is it deadline day tomorrow?
Yeah, deadline day tomorrow. But the problem you've also got then is that it's international break, so there'll be international breaks normally a second time.
True. Very true.
Chris Wilder, Sean Dyche, Scott Parker,
Sean Dyche
Ollie
won't get
Watson.
sacked. He might walk.
Oh,
It'd be interesting. I don't. Oh, Edward Wood's on his phone.
breaking news: Edward Wood uses a phone. Win a trip to
What's
Hawaii.
he typing, Josh? What's he typing?
What's he typing?
Hopefully, he's typing up his letter of resignation.
Not having him. Think
Oh,
I,
it's just. Oh, and then I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna have text messages from loads of people like you, with gifs of the goals. And Ross hasn't even messaged me yet, which means I'm gonna have all of that tomorrow.
well, I can cash out for 55p because they obviously don't think that United's had any chance of scoring.
Yeah. Although
So I'm leaving
we come reasonably close in a minute.
21 attempts. Yes, that is closer than you have come in a while.
I think I'd rather have done a normal podcast, Josh.
I can imagine so.
Yeah. Oh.
Just need to. No one get injured, no one gets sent off, and both teams grab another goal. Go on, United.
Has
Have
Lloris
a go.
made a save that you can remember?
So you've had 2 shots on target. So what's the other one?
Well, yeah, don't know.
Rashford, Green.
Must have been quite
Uh,
tame.
head. Oh, I'm actually struggling to think what the other.
Was it a header or something from a corner that Lloris just
Yeah,
gobbled
the
up?
header. Oh, the other shot was he had that header went over. I don't remember him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if I can. It's EXG live. No, it's not live. Oh, can anyone remember what that other shot was then? Do you think we're going to see 7-2, Dave? Are my dreams going to come true?
No, because I honestly don't think we'll score.
No. I feel
Oh,
like
Luke Shaw, you absolute dickwad.
well, this is going to be good.
Well, he's not. He's not been booked already, so I guess you can say it's.
Oh wow!
Yeah, exactly.
That
That is a frustration tackle.
for me that I know it's a yellow, but that's just not nice. It's not dangerous, but it's just a dick move.
I know. I'd say that should be a red card. Like
I would have no qualms about that being a red card.
because there's no attempt to play the ball, and you should always attempt to play the ball.
Yeah. You might not think you're endangering a player, but a stud gets caught, you've had your leg broken, mate. That's just awful.
Yeah, especially from
See
someone
Ole's
who's had
reaction.
their leg broken.
Yeah, Ole's reaction in the background. Ole and Mourinho, or Sacramento, I think, is react exactly the same way. Oh God, that is not cool.
No, not cool at all.
So we've had shots from
I'll tell you what
Mason
as
Green.
well about Spurs. Eric Dyer. Oh, I know Sanchez gave away the penalty very early on, but
Hmm.
Eric Dyer and Sanchez have not done much wrong.
I thought you were going to end the statement with not done much because I actually can't. If you told me Eric Dyer wasn't on the pitch, I would have believed you
Yeah,
because I don't really remember him having.
I just saw his
But
little bald head on that
yeah,
free kick,
I
and
don't mind Eric Dyer, but I feel like he's just. I think he still needs to learn some stuff. Like the flight of the ball, he seems to get a little bit confused with the flight of the ball sometimes. Like he just judging headers is not his greatest fault, which is quite a
oh,
rudimentary thing.
Ross Barkley's in the squad. I don't know if
I
he's in the starting 11,
yeah,
but
I'm
and
not.
this,
I'm not.
I think Allison injured.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. He's in my fantasy team. That's -2 points.
It's Adrian going to really do his best to mess up as he does every single game, and inexplicably Liverpool still managed to win, even though he drops a clanger almost every time I see him.
Yeah, Barkley starts in midfield.
Yes, he had 2 shots on target.
Oh, excuse
One
me.
was a penalty, and one was Mason Greenwood, 5th minute, low to the
Wow.
right of the box, right-footed, open play. Yeah, it just kind of dollied into Lloris.
Yeah.
Oh come on, goals! Goals and Luke Shaw, Eric Bailly to be sent off. Come on, give me something to cheer about. There's not much to cheer about in the second half.
Shut up, you. Give me something to cheer about. I'll give you something to cheer about.
What is it, Dave?
You're winning 6-1.
Okay, yeah, it's something to cheer about. Grealish and Barkley in the same side. That's got a little match made in heaven type feel to it. That has.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good because they both. I don't know. They're both quite similar. I think Grealish has found himself probably in a better situation than Barkley has. I think
Yeah.
Barkley was obviously playing Premier League football and felt like he could do better. And Chelsea move came along, and his contract situation, he didn't have the desire to stay at Everton. Whereas Grealish has kind of gone down, come back up with Villa, kept Villa up. I think but overall, I say Grealish is a better player, but they're quite similar in terms of they're both very talented. I think that Grealish has just had a chance to apply it better. I'd say.
Yeah, very true. I can't disagree with you there, Josh. I think you're right.
Oh, nice from Pogba. Not quite nice enough.
No, not nice enough. It's Bamsey says if Ollie is not sacked by the morning, I will be shocked.
Oh, I can't see it. I
If I
can't
ever
see
see
it.
Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford playing together up front, I'll go for a hunger strike.
Really?
I don't think the striking department's our problem,
Yeah.
and we haven't got
I
much
mean,
else we can put up
how
there.
how fruitful was that post?
Exactly.
To,
Yeah, that's why
yeah,
I'm not having a
that
knee
has
jerk reaction to it.
Yeah, that has borne fruit before. I just, yeah, I mean, this game wasn't lost by you missing chances.
No, and I also can't see Ollie being sacked the day before the transfer window closes. Maybe, maybe. You never
Well,
know.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Well, to get you're right. I guess international break coming up. You could
yeah.
get
If they sack him, that obviously means there's going to be no more business done, unless or they somehow blocked some transfers going through, which I doubt he has the clout to do.
yeah, yeah. I don't think he'll be sacked.
Oh, I wouldn't. I would. It's been a pretty poor start to the season. So 2 losses at home, and somehow managed to get an away win.
Yeah, he'll have some credit in the bank with the board though from the post-COVID run-in to get us into the Champions League.
Yeah, that was definitely. I mean, yeah, there's literal money in the bank there.
Yeah. You can see Højbjerg's headed pass coming up in a minute.
If you fall on it.
Yeah,
That's very John Terry-esque, that was.
it was. Man on. There we go. He heard me all the way from Singapore. What a load of wank.
Dele Alli leaving a bit there. I thought you were talking about man on to Luke Shaw, who then got caught, and you actually even further ahead than me than I thought.
Yeah, I was talking about. I think it's McTominay. I think
Yeah.
it is the sort of game. Sorry, I just got another comment in. Goals lie, trophies don't. Rashford should play alone with Cavani, while Beak should play Rashford. Oh, Beak should play behind Rashford.
So you go two up top with Rashford and Cavani, is that?
I think so. Yeah.
Quite narrow. Rashford does drift. I don't know. Yeah, I feel that'd be quite a narrow. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I'm still not convinced Cavani. Cavani,
No.
obviously, I think he's quite wasteful. I'd be intrigued. He's not signed yet, but um, I can't see Cavani doing too much. I mean,
No, neither
where's
can
it
I.
leave Garlo? Garlo was there as the backup striker. He's obviously only here till January, but does he get any minutes now? Or I suppose minutes until Cavani's up and running? Because Cavani's been without a club for a while. He obviously keeps himself very fit, but there's a difference between fit and
Match fit.
fighting fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe honestly, I'd be amazed if we see Cavani get any significant influence over his time. I can't see it.
So, just think all of our problems for today's game, and Crystal Palace and Brighton, haven't, like you said earlier, Josh. I don't think they've come from necessarily the front three, or the strikers, or the attacking players. They've all been,
Combined well to get the opening goal. It was
yeah,
just horrific at the back.
horrific at the back. Absolutely
And
horrendous.
that just gave Spurs confidence, thinking we're just going to attack this.
Yeah,
This is absolutely porous. This is
and
going to bear.
even part of it hasn't been necessarily the players at the back. It's been tactical, which
But it
lies
does
at,
seem like there was some form of man marking that Luke Shaw was doing with the right winger,
yeah,
which was
which does lie at Ollie's door, or whoever the defensive coach is that Ollie signed off and said, yeah, that's a good plan. But oh my god,
do you have a goal?
no! I thought Eric Bailly. You know how you said Eric Bailly was going to be your one for a rash challenge? I thought it
Yeah.
was happening, but he's somehow staying on his
Oh,
feet.
blimey! Whoa! He comes storming in. Storming in, leg up. It looked like.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never,
Bamsey. I don't think Cavani is not a clinical finisher.
fortunately, not. He's a very streaky finisher. He's he you because it's funny because I remember when Zlatan joined, and Zlatan was very wasteful. He scores a lot, but because he's there, but he's wasteful. But Cavani is new levels of wasteful.
Yeah.
I bet it's
I
not
do
going to
agree with
happen.
him though. I do agree with Bamsey when he says running around like headless chickens isn't football, and I do worry that's Ollie's tactic is one of those managers where he says go out there and enjoy yourself, and there's not much tactics behind it. But yeah, game over.
Game over, all done.
Yeah,
Closing remarks, Dave.
0-0. Good game. See you next week.
Good.
um, frustrating. I, the way that you could see the defending was set up, it was sort of inevitable. I think Tottenham played well. I mean, we didn't two shots on target. I mean, that's crap, isn't it? Crap for a home team. Did you say the second shot on target was the 5th minute?
Yes, you haven't had a shot on target since the 5th minute.
Exactly. So it's just rubbish. It's one of those where if we were talking about this on the podcast, it would have been, oh, yep, okay, next game. Like,
Yeah,
move
just
on
right off.
straight
Yeah,
away.
it's very much a okay. You've got international break now. You're going to stew over it, but it's a start fresh, something new now. And for Spurs, we're like, right, we've had a really good transfer window.
Yeah,
We've done a really good result. Go and enjoy yourself, and stay healthy on the international break. Don't get COVID or anything. But just come back. We've laid a really good foundation to attack this season.
yeah. Ole's out there chatting to the ref saying it's the same thing. Lamella and Martial, it's the same thing. Only West Brom have conceded more goals in the Premier League than Man United. and that's the
Yeah.
issue. That's the big issue. And I said that, like, with how we defended against Crystal Palace and Brighton, playing against a better team with better players, more organisation, better coach, it was gonna hurt. It was gonna happen, and we're either gonna maybe luck our way through it and just score a lot of goals that then demoralise Spurs, or something like this would happen, or it was going to be a boring 1-1 0-0 draw. But I mean, I've rattled off a lot of options there of what it could have been.
It's pretty much just a real myriad of different options to choose from a football match there.
Yeah, it's
But
just
I feel like we should let you get to your rest, get your beauty sleep, enjoy your Monday. You've got a few weeks until Man United disappoint you
Monday's
again.
done, mate. Monday's done. Enjoy my Tuesday. I've got a golf lesson tomorrow on Tuesday.
Lovely. What are you
Yeah.
working on?
Driving,
Okay.
not my car, the club, the driver. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going all right. Not too bad actually. He's got me doing a new technique where I put my right foot behind my left, like
So
you do a golf, you do a golf stance, like
yeah,
so. If you're looking at the floor, this is the floor
yeah.
and these are my feet. My right foot comes back and
Okay. All
tilts
right.
out, and it makes me swing around the ball more, which is good. Yeah.
Is that a kind of a coaching technique that you would then stop, or you'd then
No,
actually
because
adopt?
he still does it on his swing. It's just that you make it less pronounced the more you get the swing right. So
Okay.
yeah, it's quite interesting. Um,
Let's call it there, Dave.
yeah, let's call it there. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thanks for all the comments. It's been good to chat through them. Thanks for Kyle to, not abusing me too much, but I haven't looked at my phone yet. So, oh, yeah, I can't go to sleep now, can I? What?
No. I mean, I can't either because it's only 6:30, so neither of us will sleep.
Well, you can just put your kids to bed and then say, right, everyone, bedtime,
Yeah. That's basically what's
including
going to
me.
happen.
So, cool. Well, send me a photo of Bluey when you get a chance.
We'll do.
So, and I'll have a look. But yeah, thanks very much, everyone. We'll end it there. So for
Back
now,
to normal next week.
we're
Bye
out. Yeah, we'll
bye.
see you next week where we'll be chatting about anything other than this result. So see you in a bit. Bye.